Hello everyone, and welcome to a new LEGO City update. Let's get started. So here we have the beach. I want to continue the waves here. I got a bunch of these pieces, as well as a lot more coming. I like the flowing look to these waves as opposed to every so often interspersed waves. There is some people resting underneath the palm trees. There's the bathrooms with some showers here, and then changing rooms in the inside and 2 toilets. I still have to add the doors right here and here, but other than that, the showers are done. Then there is this beach house that I made, which I'm going to, when I continue the beach this way, I'm going to incorporate that beach house. Probably I'm going to have a river that dumps into the sea roughly around here, and then the river will wind its way past the farm up to the waterfall hill here. So moving on to the farm, here's the pig pen. It's kind of one of my favorite builds so far, just because I use so many different types of ground, so it really gives a great impression of mud. And then obviously there's the pig's food. Then here's the chicken coop. This door opens and shuts, so it shuts at night to keep foxes out of the hen house. And then the back of the chicken coop also opens up. You can actually see some eggs right there, so that's kind of a fun build. And it also matches the barn really nice. Then the carrot field is right here. It looks like they're just about ready to be harvested, and it's going to be a lot of carrots. The pigs are very excited. Then obviously the wheat field that I showed in a separate video, I still have to buy the rest of these wheat pieces, so essentially the entire field will eventually look like this, where there's just tons of these, I guess, wheat stalks, or whatever you want to call it, up and down this entire field. I also am going to extend the field one more 48 studs this way. Next, these reporters are not supposed to be here. I just used that for a video I was doing. But obviously here's the park area. Let me move around the table here. The park area is going to border right up to the beach, and I'm going to still put the train somewhere. Probably it's going to be a subway, so I'll probably run the train right along the edge here. But I don't know, I still have to decide. Otherwise, I could add the train on the opposite side, which might make more sense. That way the waterfall here doesn't fall into the tracks. So here's the park. I'm going to be removing the entire parking lot area just because I don't think there's going to be any cars in the countryside. It's going to be just walking only. I'm going to remove this parking lot, and then in this empty space I might put the church, or I'm going to put some sort of like small general store type shop, farmer's market, like vendors with stalls. Some random bags from my Bricklink order. Obviously here's the hill that I've already showed you guys. Here is going to be that Batman type cave with all of these flat silver heater elements. And obviously I got to do a lot more work extending these the whole way, and underneath I'm going to put like control panels and just make it kind of like a fun Batman cave. Moving over to the main city section, you can see this man who just came home with his Lego set, a Lego set. Then you can obviously see the store here. I kind of want to add another story to this store. I don't really know what I'd put upstairs, but yeah, I just think it looks a little bit funny. As you can see here, all the other surrounding buildings are at least, let's say, 15 studs tall, bricks tall, whereas the store is only 6 bricks tall. But I needed to put an alleyway behind here because a lot of these shops have doors. So here's a jewelry store that has a door leading out, Case's Diner that has a door leading out, the bank right here has a door leading out. And these windows would be pointless if they were looking into another building. So I have to have this green alleyway, which kind of adds some nice life to the city. And of course, here's the front of all those stores. Here's Case's Diner there. Here's the bank. The 3 townhouses. Townhouse here, here, and this whole section is another house. Then we have the police station, which currently is the only set in my entire city. Everything else in my city is custom built. So just the police station is a set right now. We have the fire station and then the hotel. Here is the newsroom that's being built. It's a little construction site. Here's the engineer, here's the foreman. And they're busy constructing where the Lego City News is going to be. Here's the coffee shop, the flower shop underneath rather, than the seamstress up top. Then there's the zoo. There's a big mess here because I've been modifying my roads and redoing a lot of the layout of the city, so it's a lot different than when it was in the other room. So there's the church, obviously, train station. And what I really want to do is, this section has too much gray, in my opinion. So I'm going to be taking out a lot of these tiles, cutting a hole into the wood, and making a subway train system underneath my table. So basically, when you go like this, you'll be able to see running right along here the train. And that will be kind of a fun way to add some height to my city, or multiple layers, I should say, rather than height. And also, if it didn't make it a subway, it'd be hard to fit the trains in. I can maybe run the trains here. But other than that, I just can't really think of a good way to incorporate the trains. So obviously this whole side is going to be maybe the church, unless I put it in the countryside, and my other buildings. Then here is the board. I still have to construct it. I'm going to be putting that board right here. Similar to the other room, that board's going to run like this. And then this will all be cliff face. And then this will be the harbor. So yeah, that's the overview of my Lego City. And here's some of the trains I'm going to be using. And thank you so much for watching. Have a good rest of your day.